Hello there, Gordon's Express here, back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing 3 new 80th anniversary classic motorized 3-packs. So let's get into the review video. So, we'll be reviewing James first. So looking at James's front, he has a pretty good CGI face that's very accurate to the CGI model. He also has painted buffers and a painted white running board, which is very nice. The only thing I hate about this James, or dislike, is how big he is. But I don't really hate it, to be honest. It's fine. Now, looking on the side of James, he doesn't look half bad. He does look a little bit too big, but other than that, he has some pretty good detail, including like a front bogey wheel, some very detailed side rods that are nice. He has rivet detailing, he has silver handrails, and that's really it. Now, talking about the things I dislike is his big firebox, which makes this cab like so small, which looks wrong, and his splashers not lining up with his wheels, which look off, but it's not really a big deal. Now looking at James's tender, there's really not much to say. He has his black lining, his number, and painted, printed handrails. He also has a new chassis with those wheel coverings, which actually look very good. Now there's another feature with most of the tender engines except Flying Scotsman. They have removable coal loads, which is a very cool feature, which isn't really that bad. I don't really hate it, like most people do. Now lastly, looking at the back of James, he has an open cab, which is pretty neat, and is also black, which is not that bad either. Very cool. Now finally, looking at James's rolling stock is a new tanker mold, which is pretty cool. Lots of new details. Now let's look at Flying Scotsman, shall we? Looking at Flying Scotsman front, he has an okay face. It's pretty much just the Trackmaster 2 Revolution Flying Scotsman, but just a bit stretched out and taller. He also has painted buffers and a black running board. Pretty neat. Now, looking at Flying Scotsman's side, he has a lot of pretty good details also. He has his nameplate, he has his lining, he has his number, cab lining, handrails. He also has a piston, which is pretty cool. He also has a cool new plastic valve gear, which is actually cool. It's neat. He also has his new side rods. He also has a back bogey wheel under his cab, which is pretty neat. And his tenders are pretty cool too, with his number and his lettering. He has lining and some rivet detailing. He also has those new cool chassis. Flying Scotsman also doesn't have the removable coal feature, but it really doesn't matter. And lastly, both tenders have corridors, which is pretty cool. Now lastly, let's look at my boy Gordon. Now looking at Gordon's front, he has a pretty good face. He also has a painted running board and painted buffers. I just hate how fat he is, but oh well. Now looking at Gordon's side, he also has a lot of good details. It's basically the same thing I would say with Flying Scotsman. Pretty neat. But I do have to say that his front running board is very too short, which looks so goofy since it makes him look more massive, which I get what they're going for, but I think he's a bit too massive now because of that short running board. And his tender is basically the same as James, new chassis, same mold too, just blue and with his number on it. He also has the removable coal feature too. Now looking at his express coach, it's just a remold of Annie and Clover from All Ages Go. It just has different colors and different windows. Now finally, the express coach has a pipe detailing on its chassis. It sadly also has geared wheels. That doesn't really matter either. So overall, these models are pretty decent, besides other factors that sort of ruin these models, but they are pretty good models. I would definitely recommend getting these. So let's get into a short running session with these guys.